Okay, welcome to today's show with Phil. I'm now doing a live video for today. Today's May the 9th, and I'm going to cover up some topics today. Simping is one of them. Now, now we're going to cover up a topic about simping. Now, we got common problems with divorces around the country, all right? So we're going to talk about divorces. How long do how long do marriages usually last? And I'm going to go ahead and do a statistic. All right. And I'm going to find you I am going to find you the statistics. All right. I'm going to go to cdc.gov on that. All right. I'm going to get ready to go ahead and do a cover topic on this. Just now. All right. Now listen. When people get married, they will not stay married very long. Okay. Now, people enter into marriages with a honeymoon phase. Do you follow me? The honeymoon phase. All right, the honeymoon phase. Now, with that being said, I am going to cover the honeymoon phase. All right, there are several phases of marriage. Now, when a man and a woman married, it's supposed to be a long-term commitment. It's supposed to be cherish each other through sickness and health, for richer or for poor, and whatever else that goes along. Whatever else is tied into it. And of course, there's some people get out there to cut that part of the vow out for richer or for poor, for sickness and health. Some of them want to cut their part out. They don't want to take care of a sick spouse. So meaning, guess what? And usually it's the women that are initiating these divorces. But they don't realize they're putting themselves in front of the judge, the prosecutor, the defense attorney, to look at their income. All right? And the reason why I'm saying this, and a lot of men are running to the hills with the idea of marriage. Now, on average, women will initiate divorces biggest percentage of the time. I don't know if it's the emotions. I don't know if it's being tired of that moment of the relationship. But I will tell you this, most women do fail to realize they had a good man, but when they dissolved the marriage through a divorce, the reality will come back and bite them in the backside. So I'm going to go get the, I'm going to get you the data backing this up, okay? I am going to go to the marriage law, let's see, I'm going to find you the reputable source that backs this up. I'm not going to that Good Men Project. I don't want people thinking I'm taking up for the men's side. Okay? Here it is. Whitley Law Firm, PC.com. Let me get you the statistics to prove this. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. All right. I'm going to show you everything, okay? Now, Whitley Law Firm. I'm going to give credit to the law firm for making this article up. Throughout generations, a common stereotype has been that women usually one in a relationship who wants to get married, whether accepted or not. There's one fact cannot be disputed, and that is that women initiate divorce more often than men on average. Okay, number of studies have shown that nearly 70% of divorces initiated by women. Did you get that? Okay, I'm showing you the law firm page on this video. All right, this is according to 2015 research. All right, that was done 7 years ago, conducted by American American Sociological Association, ASA, which finds 2/3 of all divorces were initiated by women. Among college-educated women, this number jumps to 90%. Okay, so this begs the question, why is this the case? Now, note, there's women that do not get college degrees and that do not attend these universities, all right? They are less likely to file for divorce because they want to make that marriage mean something. So this begs the question, why is this the case? Well, it comes down to 3 factors. There are 3 reasons why women initiate divorce more often than men on average. This is coming from the law firm's page. Number 1, women are more likely to feel held back by the marriage. Okay. The fact is today women are working more than they ever have and make a little over half of the workforce in the United States. Okay, in the workplace, there's romance in the workplace. And if you're a married woman, and you will slip up in workplace romance. It's not a matter of where, when, or no, where, how, or what. It's a matter of when. And the temptation is around the corner, okay? However, in many marriages, women still are seen as primarily responsible for domestic duties. Okay, those women don't realize that their husbands are also working. You follow me? And they're trying to bring in the money. They're trying to cover mortgage. They're trying to cover utilities, groceries, vehicle payments, what have not. Okay. Despite having more on their plate than with their careers. Now, that being said, that should tie into it. Okay. Michael Rosenfeld, an associate professor of sociology at Stanford University and author of ASA study, stated, I think marriage as an institution has been a little bit slow to catch up with expectations for gender equality. Wives will take their husband's surname and sometimes are pressured to do so. Pressured. That could be your social circle, family members. And husbands still expect their wives to do the bulk of the housework and the bulk of the child care. Now, but what if the husband does what he can and he's worn out for the day? And let me tell you, physical labor will take a toll on the human body. In life, to have a successful relationship, you have to give and take. Don't make everything about you. All right? I need you to shh, hush. Listen. Now, what's more is that other studies have shown that when parties during a marriage are employed full time, okay, they both working long hours, full time, don't have time for each other, okay, that can take a toll. Okay. Now, the woman in the relationship does more housework than men in the relationship. There's a reason why. There are some men go out work construction doing very dangerous jobs. Maybe working in the oil field. Maybe working construction. Maybe working in the semi-trucking industry. Now note. Take a note on that. It takes a toll on a human being. A 2019 report for the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics showed on average day in 2018, 20% of the men did housework, such as cleaning or laundry, compared to 49% of the women. All right, I need you to pay attention. What this tells us that there is inequality on the average household when it comes to domestic duties and labor among men and women. For married parties who have at least similar responsibilities from a full-time career, it is still women who do more of the work around the home as well. Okay. I'm going to tell you this. When you get married, it's for richer or for poor, for sickness and health. And there is a lot of work that has to be done. The house is not going to be taking care of itself. Somebody's got to do the job. Somebody's got to take out the trash. Somebody's got to wash the clothes. Somebody's got to keep the home running. And listen, when you both get married, you agree to this. All right, now we're going to jump on to number 2. Women often take on more of the emotional burden. Communication is the key in any marriage, often an area where there's couple struggle. Generally, men are not taught how they can communicate and process emotions. As a result, okay, men are logical creatures, all right? Men don't show emotions, okay? I want you to know this. As a result, women in marriages find they often will take on more of the emotional responsibilities. In some cases, this may include being the sole emotional support system for the entire family. And listen, getting married is not all peaches and cream and Cinderella stories or La La Land or Disneyland fairy tales. It takes work. A relationship takes work. And over time, this does take a toll on a person. As I said, it takes a toll. Mentally, physically, and certainly emotionally. Without emotional support from the husbands, wives are often left feeling alone and without source of support within the marriage. I just covered that. Workplace romance will slip up. And yes, temptations are around the corner. Now, number 3, women no longer tolerate consistent, unacceptable behavior. Now, listen, being married takes a lot of work. A relationship takes a lot of work. A home requires a lot of work. Okay. So, at this point in history, women did not work as much today because of this. Wives would rely more on their husbands for financial security, even at the expense of abusive and negligent behavior. Today, this is not the case as much. As a result, women are not willing to put up with the consistent and acceptable behavior from their husbands like this before. All right, here comes from Dory Schwartz, a divorce mediator and coach, says, today's modern women are, a woman is more likely to put up with infidelity. Once the honeymoon period is over, some men will drastically change their behavior from romantic to controlling and to emotionally abusive. Didn't I tell you that the honeymoon phase will end and reality will set in? There it is. Unfortunately, this happens in many marriages. Women don't want to take it anymore. Now, there are some women that will actually file for divorce to think they're neglected, think they're left alone. Emotionally, they will do it out of emotions. And then when it's already done and the damage is done, regrets will soon follow. Remember that. Conclusion: with each relationship is unique in its own way, there are clearly some commonalities on the reasons why women tend to initiate divorce more often than men. Now, there are certainly other reasons why people choose to file for divorce, but these are some of the common for women based on research and findings. At the end of the day, you deserve happiness in life in your marriage, but sometimes you need out, and this is you. We are here to help. Okay. Now, with that being said, I'm going to save this thing here. All right. Now we're going to CDC. Number of marriages: 1,676,911 marriages. This is based on Center for Disease Control and Prevention statistics data. That's for 2000 and 2020. Marriage rate is 5.1 per 1,000 total population. Number of divorces: 630,505. 45 reporting state in DC. Get it? Divorce rate: 2.3 out of 1,000 population. 45 reporting states in DC. So I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the description down below. I want you to see this yourself. All right, I want you to see this yourself, because The truth has to be known. And I'm trying to be neutral as I can between men and women. I'm trying to be neutral. Now, I'm going to say this here for backing up what I'm talking about on this. And I want to tell you, marriages do happen, and there isn't anything to stop it. Now, oftentimes, I have a sign, right here. You see that? Actual definition of a simp. Now, today's show is about marriage and divorce. And it ties in with the word simp. Okay? It ties in with that. And I'm praying to God that you open your eyes and see the statistics for what it really is. And I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Anyways, I'm glad you are watching my video, and I want to make this short and sweet and brief. You have a great day, and take care of yourself and others.